Hi guys, it's your boy Johnson Akins from Fentech, a place where we build the computer gurus. Today we are going to be looking at video editing course. Under this video editing course, we are going to be looking at one of the applications that we use for video editing. And the name of the application is called Adobe Premiere Pro. Without further ado, let's dive in. Already, I have the Adobe Premiere Pro open on my screen. I'm going to explain the environment along with their usefulness. Here we have the Adobe Premiere Pro open. On my left hand side here, we have the source monitor along with effect controls, auto clip, and so on. On the right hand side here, we have the program monitor. Then here underneath the source monitor here, we have the project panel, and on the other side, we have the timeline. The source monitor displays the raw clip before taking it down to the timeline. The program monitor here displays whatsoever we have on the timeline and also displays the finished output of the edited video. The timeline here is where all the magics happens. These are the tools that we use for the editing. The project panel is the place where our videos, our audio, the photos, the visual effects, which is generally known as VFX, are kept. Now, this is the Adobe Premiere Pro environment. Let me quickly set up a sequence because the timeline that we have here now don't have a sequence yet, and that is why you have it at the top here, no sequence. Many students do ask this question. Now, what is the difference between the sequence and the timeline? Sequence is the container that holds the video, the audio, the photos, the visual effects, which is generally known as VFX, and some specific settings together. While the timeline is the visual workspace panel where we edit the sequence. Okay, now let's go ahead and set up a sequence. Now to set up a sequence, we can do this in several ways. I can decide to come to this icon here, name new item to click, or I go ahead to come to the file tab here, and I will select new, then I will select sequence, or I use my shortcut Ctrl plus N, or I go ahead to right click inside the project panel and I will come to new item here and I will select sequence. Now I'll go ahead and use this method. After clicking on the new sequence, then I will have this where I can pick any one that matches my screen that I want to edit for. Then, after this has been done, I will go ahead and do what? Give the sequence a name. I will leave this as sequence 01. Then I will go ahead to settings here and select my editing mode. I love working with DSLR. Now, after selecting your editing mode, then you can go ahead to configure the video frame size for the horizontal and vertical. And likewise, the settings here can be customized based on what you are working on. After this has been done, then I will click OK. A sequence will be created inside the project panel. Then automatically, the timeline will take a new shape. This is how the timeline will now look like after setting up a sequence. Now from the timeline here, we have the video 1, video 2, video 3. These are places where we can place our videos. And this is for audio, audio 1, audio 2, audio 3. And these are places where we can also put our audios. And from here, from the project panel as well, here, I want to bring my video in. I will go ahead and set up a bin, which is generally known as a folder. How do you go about that? I will just go ahead and right click as well, and I will select new bin. I will title this bin recordings. Now, after the bin has been created, I want to bring a video in. All I have to do is import the video. There are several ways to do this as well. I will go ahead and right click on the folder and I will select import to grab my video, which is this, and I will click on open while it will be imported. Now, this is the scene which I want to use. This is a video that I want to work on. Now, on this video here now, I said it earlier, this is the source monitor, while this is the program monitor. This is the timeline, and this is the project panel. These are the tools that we use to edit the video. To preview from the program monitor, I have to drag my video to the timeline before I can preview here. To preview from the source monitor, I have to click on this twice, then it will appear on the source monitor. So this is the source monitor, which I said it enables the user to preview the raw file before taking it down to the timeline for editing. So this is just for previewing your imported video before you drag down to the timeline for editing. While this displays whatsoever you have on the timeline, I'm going to drag this to the timeline. I'll click on change sequence setting to match my video settings. Whatsoever that appears on the timeline will be displayed on the program monitor. The source monitor displays the raw video while the program monitor displays the edited video. I'm going to stop here today. If you want to learn more about video editing, contact Femtech, a place where we build the computer gurus, on +234 81 38 36 73 73. And don't forget to follow us on our social media pages, which appears on this screen. Thank you for learning from us, and see you guys next time.